everybody, welcome to the Comic Game Movie Show. My name is Deshaun. Today, I am introducing a new line of videos I'll be doing because I really want to talk about more TV shows. There are so many good shows, and there's so many shows that I've watched. I mean, like, tons of them. But a lot of them have come out so long ago that it never feels right to review it. It feels like it'd be late to talk about it. But since the whole talking about Longmire thing, and that video actually got some good views and things of that nature, I've decided to do this video that I still haven't settled on the name, but for now, we're going to just have a placeholder name. We're going to just call it Shows to Watch. And, you know, this week, I decided to focus on one of my favorite shows of all time. It wrapped up not that long ago, maybe a year or two ago. Supernatural. CWs Supernatural. Now, Supernatural was a show that, by the way, another reason why I'm gonna like give you guys, you know, pitch this watching Supernatural to you guys, so to speak, is because, well, Jensen Ackles just showed up in The Boys as Soldier Boy. So, and I saw the episode. I'll be reviewing The Boys episode 5 very shortly. But he showed up in that, and it's like the first thing I've seen him in outside of My Bloody Valentine that wasn't him playing Dean Winchester on Supernatural. So I figured this is the best time than ever. This is the best time than ever to, you know, actually talk about Supernatural. This show that I've adored for the better part of 15 years. That's how old this show was. I mean, Supernatural was one of the longest running shows of all time, 15 seasons. I mean, that show was a CW staple. That show was on before the CW was the CW. Like, that show was on when like, before it was even called the CW. I think Supernatural was on when it was just called WB. But anyways, the basic premise of Supernatural. Sorry, hold on, give me a second. Choked to death. Anyways, the basic premise of Supernatural is this is a world where all of the things that you read about exist. Demons, vampires, ghosts, spirits, wendigos. A lot of these things, most of these things, exist. And there are people who hunt these things, you know, called hunters. And our story focuses on the brothers of Sam and Dean Winchester. Two brothers who were trained by, you know, a legendary hunter himself, John Winchester. Now, you know, Sam and Dean are very different from one another. Dean is more of a dude, you know, like he's a dude listening to old rock, driving this beautiful Impala, like he's a dude driving this like beautiful vintage car. Classic car, you know, like Dean, like he's more snappier, he's more, I'm gonna get with the ladies, you know, like Dean's that guy. He's, you know, he's the older brother. And then Sam, the younger brother, is, you know, played by Jared Padalecki. Is it Jared Padalecki? Yeah, played by Jared Padalecki. Sam is he's the younger brother. He's more thoughtful. He's more of a thinker. You know, he's more rebellious. He's more of like, you know, he's the thinker of the duo. You could almost say he's the brains of the operation because he gets the technology. He gets the he gets that kind of angle on the things, and he doesn't want this life, and that's kind of the big basis of their dynamic. Is Dean has been raised in this, like, they both have been raised in this life. Like the you know, it's mentioned in the first episode, they were raised like fucking Spartan warriors. You know, their dad would just put them in a motel room, give his children a shotgun, and be like, you know, shit, if a demon comes through, shoot it. And like what it's like to grow up in an environment like that. And like this show is drenched in lore and drama. If I had to describe Supernatural in a word, it'd probably be horror/drama. A horror/drama with action in it. It has some action in it. Like, there's a lot of action in Supernatural, but the entire anchor of the show is this brotherly relationship between Sam and Dean, and the pull and, you know, the push and pull of all of that, and the relationship it evolves over 15 seasons. Now, some people will tell you, and you can watch for yourself, that the show maybe should have ended in season 5, because season 5 was a pretty good wrap-up, but there are some surprises. Things do not go the way you think they're gonna go. It's one of the most bingeable shows of all time. I think, like, if you're into supernatural things, if you're into supernatural things in general, if you're into a little bit of horror, if you just want to see, you know, and like I say, and they're not afraid to, they don't skimp out on the blood and whatnot. If you're into supernatural things, if you're into horror, I can't imagine you're not enjoying this show. And like I said, also the relationship between Sam and Dean is just the anchor of it. This world and the intrigue of it, and it just grows and grows. And, you know, next thing you know, demons are introduced, angels are introduced. Like, there's so much that is introduced, and there's so many concepts that they play with in the show that, you know, like I said, I love Supernatural. I'm a huge fan of it. You know, when the show wrapped up, like, I felt empty. I felt a bit of a sting because I grew up with this show. Like, I mean, I've been watching this show since high school, man. And I've fallen in love with these characters, and I believe you will also fall in love with these characters. Supernatural is, like I said, it's, like, if you're not into horror, I wouldn't recommend it, you know? Like, there's a lot of times I was watching the show, and my grandmother asked me, like, what am I watching? And I was like, hey, you're not gonna be into this, because it does lean into the horror aspects. But like I said, I think it's a fascinating world. I think it's an interesting world. I'm so sad that none of the it's got a spin-off coming out on the CW that may or may not be ass. Who knows? We'll wait and see. But anyways, that is my suggestion for show to watch or show to binge. I just suggest this to people. I think you're gonna enjoy it. And I just love the show. Anyways, thank you guys for the Copyright Movie Show, and comment below, what shows would you suggest? Oh, well, if you've seen Supernatural, definitely give your opinion on that, because not enough people know about Supernatural. It's been such a long-running show. Whenever I run into someone or bump into someone who actually watches and knows the show, it's like a fucking treat to me, man. Like, honestly, like, it's a treat to me. And the reason I'm being so vague is because I don't really want to give away anything, because I really want you guys to check this show out, because honestly, a first viewing of this is amazing. It's the only show, put it this way, I enjoy this show so much. It is 15 seasons, by the way. It's the only show that I've ever gone back to rewatch. And I know what you're thinking. It's me. I'm a Marvel guy and whatnot. I have never gone back to rewatch a Marvel show. I've gone back and rewatched moments, scenes, but I've never gone back to rewatch a single Marvel show. Daredevil, Disney, none. I don't go back to rewatch shows. Once I see it, I get it. You know what I mean? And then after that, if I want to rewatch it, I'll be watching some video about it or something, but I'm not gonna, or I'll go watch a scene, but I've seen it. I got it. Which is so weird, because I can rewatch movies all the time. Supernatural is the only show that I remember rewatching. I would rewatch the whole thing. When a new season came out, I'd rewatch the whole thing up to the new season. Another season come out, I rewatch the whole thing again up to that season. It's the only show that I remember rewatching so many times. And love this show. And so if you've watched Supernatural, definitely comment below and let me know. And if you got a suggestion of another show that people should watch, comment below and let me know. Maybe I'll watch it and then I can recommend it. Who knows? I definitely haven't settled on what show I'm gonna recommend next week. So comment below and let me know, what shows would you recommend? And if you've seen Supernatural, also leave how much you like the show. Anyways, thank you guys for joining the Copyright Movie Show. Please like, subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Please check out Supernatural. Just if you're gonna do something for me, check out Supernatural. Anyways, thank you guys again. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.